time to grow with the SEO Queen. Receive the perfect leads like never before. No traffic is gonna explode. It's time to grow.
Hello and welcome to the SEO Queen Tech Show, a podcast to help you get more credibility, visibility, and profitability through inspiration, technology, and marketing insight. This podcast is for professionals and entrepreneurs who are looking to get more customers, clients, and patients on Bashani Radio, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. Bashani Radio, always talking about everything from New York City. You can listen to the SEO Queen Tech Show on any mobile phone or tablet device. Also, as a thank you for listening to the SEO Queen Tech Show, you can go to SEOqueen.com to download the free ebook 101 Ways to Improve Your Marketing and Sales. So I just want to say welcome to the show again. This is Z Scott. I am so excited because the SEO Queen team has been working so hard behind the scenes. Shout out to Beds and Arlene and Janella for all their hard work, and Sarap and just all the team members, and Gabriel, all the team members who are just pulling together to make this a must see, must attend event. And I said a couple of weeks ago that I had a special guest to announce, but actually I have two special guests to announce for the conference. Dante Lee, the revenue doctor, will be in the house, and also John Rustin, the founder of the G9 Summit, and just such an incredible technologist and entrepreneur is going to be in the house. I'm currently recording this episode from the GW Marriott in Las Vegas, Nevada at the G9 Summit. I'm so excited that they invited me to come and share my insight into search engine optimization. So that's what's going on this week. And so this episode is all about search engine optimization, and I wanted to talk about content management systems. On LinkedIn, in the chat for the Reach More Clients Power Conference, there's been talk about hosting. And when you talk about website hosting, I naturally want to discuss website content management systems. Website content management systems for the purposes of this episode are, how you build your website. What do you build your website with? There are actually some websites out there that don't use any content management systems. I actually have a couple of clients that have purely HTML built websites. And then I do have some other clients who have content management systems. And over the years, I've dealt with a plethora of content management systems, from Zencart to Magento to Drupal, Joomla, WordPress, Wix, Shopify, Squarespace. The list goes on and on and on. So this is what I think a lot of people don't know, is that there's literally hundreds of website content management systems. If you go to cmsmatrix.org, you can actually see all the different content management systems that are out there. You could see which ones, an analysis of those that cost versus those that are open source. Now, there's been this big debate on Clubhouse since I got onto Clubhouse towards the end of last year, all about what content management systems are best. Now, I'm a big proponent of WordPress for this reason. WordPress is open source. Open source software means that it's free. Open source means that there's no recurring costs for its use month to month, and the only cost you have is hosting. So I like the flexibility of expense with WordPress. I also like how WordPress is built for the internet and to really be able to be pinged. It's more about visibility with WordPress than usability or making it user friendly for the user to build the site. Now, WordPress is pretty awesome because it has a built in blog platform and you can actually scale it out to have your own e commerce store as well. If you go to SEOQueen.com, SEOQueen.com is on WordPress and is also an e-commerce site where you can purchase ebooks such as 40 Steps to Google Page One. If you click on the SEO Books tab, and you could see how the e-commerce is set up. So I think, with WordPress, the tricky thing though with WordPress is building it in such a way where you don't use so many plugins for additional features so that you don't slow down your website's processing speed. And then also you want to make sure that you are minifying your CSS and JavaScript, and that you also are compressing your images on WordPress to make sure that you don't lose the speed. So there's some helpful tools that you can use out there, like WP Fastest Cache, and that definitely can help speed up your website if you're using WordPress. Another popular content management system that a lot of people like to talk about, and this is a big debate on Clubhouse, WordPress versus Shopify. Now, Shopify is great. I like it for, brands that are a little bit more advanced, have more sales, because there is a monthly fee associated with Shopify in addition to the time or the money you spend building the site out. And Shopify is cool in the fact that it automatically has some advanced e-commerce features built in and available, such as shopping cart abandonment and many more. But Shopify, I'm always reluctant to recommend it to new brands that are just launching, that haven't fully monetized their products yet, and especially if they're not 100% visible on Google search engines. It could be some time before you see some great organic traffic. And so Shopify is a lot of money to pay, $50 to $100 a month as your website is getting off the ground. So Shopify is also cool because it has a lot of great programs. It's definitely SEO friendly. It doesn't have all the advanced SEO ability that WordPress has available, but it is good and it does rank. So yeah, I think other content management system that's pretty popular is Squarespace. The challenge with Squarespace is if you really want to customize your design and the look and feel, it becomes a little bit of a challenge because it is a no-code platform, and you can code within widgets and blocks on a page, but as far as changing, the overall cosmetics of the entire theme that you're using, it could be a challenge. The thing I like about WordPress, you could pretty much go into the theme editor and make as many edits as you want, but you have to be careful because as you update the software, you can overwrite the changes. So yeah, so there's some things that you have to consider when building a website. So in addition to the content management systems, one thing I want to mention is Wix. Wix back in the day really was not as SEO friendly as it is now. And so Wix is also a no-code platform, drag and drop to build your website. And for business owners who are not technologically familiar with HTML, Java, and other things, PHP, that may be a viable alternative to pursue until your business is growing where you can get on a more SEO friendly platform like WordPress. So why is SEO important? Well, SEO is important because it is the way your website gets visibility into search engine. Having a technical marketing plan for your website is so important. I have a question for you guys. Do you know if your sitemap is being crawled by Google? Does your website have a sitemap? A sitemap is the way to expedite Google crawlers crawling your site so that your site gets indexed as high as possible within search engine results. Now, why is SEO important for business? Well, it's important for business because most people who are doing searches are ready to buy. A lot of people coming to a search engine, they're ready to purchase. And SEO matters because, in the age of social distancing, SEO is the way to tap into a consistent flood of traffic to direct them to your site. And these people, unlike, a radio ad or a TV ad, for sure the people searching for your product as a small size, large size, people like that are ready to buy. So SEO matters because you're connecting with your ideal customers via search engines. And SEO is important for small business because you can compete with the big guys on the same level. All you have to do is, the big companies have just as much time as you. And if you want to learn how to scale your workforce, we're discussing this, how to scale your operations, how to duplicate yourself at the Reach More Clients Power Conference. So you definitely want to go to seoqueen.com/conference and sign up, get a ticket, because we're going to show you how to hack your resources for less than $500 a month, less than, you're talking about less than somebody full-time, less than $5 an hour, how you can get the labor that you need to move your company forward. So you definitely want to come to the conference so you can learn how to compete with the big guys to get the help that you need to build out your SEO. Now, SEO is so important because you want to make sure that you're using your keywords. You want to identify your target keywords. Then you want to utilize your target keywords in the code and content of your site. And this is so important. This is why SEO matters, because without SEO, without a strategy, without approach, without implementing that strategy, your website, you can build it, but they won't come. Just like that movie Field of Dreams, where he built the baseball diamond, the baseball field. He built it and he thought, people will come. No, we're not in the movie Field of Dreams. This is reality. If you build a website, the only way people will come is if you bring them to the site. Now, this statistic is very important, and I want you to get your pen and paper out. And I want you to write this down. Search engine optimization brings 3,000 times more traffic to your website than social media. I want you to make sure you understand that search engine optimization is 3,000 times more effective than social media marketing. Now, with that being said, I want you to make sure you come to the Reach More Clients Power Conference, sponsored by the SEO Queen. I want to give a shout out to the G9 Summit and all the participants that are there, because this is an awesome event, and I'm definitely looking forward to my presentation and sharing more about search engine optimization. If you have a question about website hosting or website content management systems or search engine optimization, hit the feedback button within the Bashani app. If you're listening on another platform, you can always go to bashaniradio.com to get the link to download the app to your phone. You want to make sure you download the app to your phone, and then you want to hit the feedback button, and also make sure that you hit favorite on this episode of the SEO Queen Tech Show. You want to make sure you can come back to this with all the valuable information I shared with you about WordPress, Shopify, Squarespace, and Wix. And thank you so much for listening. You know, SEO is so worth it. SEO is a game changer. And not only is it a great branding opportunity, you know, being Google famous, seeing your company name on Google page one, there's just, I mean, it's a great feeling. It's you know, to see your company there as a team member, a business owner, it's a great feeling. You want to make sure that you hit the feedback button and holler at me, because I want to know your SEO questions, because I just might answer them in an episode of the SEO Queen Tech Show. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for rocking with the SEO Queen so long. In the month of April, we were the #2 show on Bashani Radio app. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, make sure you hit that feedback button in the app. And you can always connect with me directly on Instagram at the SEO Queen and send me a message. You can hit me in the DMs and I'll be glad to chat with you. Until next time, thanks again. This is Z Scott, the SEO Queen, and you've been listening to the SEO Queen Tech Show. Thank you so much.